Dave Scott here from Hub Media. Today I'm talking with Mike Marini, owner of Dover Apothecary in Port Dover. Mike, great old building, wonderful location. Talk a little bit about the history of this building.
Well, the building was built in 1926, and it originally housed the original pharmacy at the time. A fellow named Pat Patterson operated it for approximately 30 years. And this building was at one time the hub of the downtown area. It contained the pharmacy, the post office, and the telegraph, and later the telephone exchange. So for many people, this was a regular daily stop on the downtown route. Everybody came down to get their mail. They came to make phone calls or to send cables, and to pick up the local gossip and maybe even a little bit of medicine while they were down here.
And you came into town, what, 1990, 1991, and took this building and made it what it is today.
Yep. Well, I originally arrived in Dover in 1985 and worked elsewhere for a little while. And when this building came available, we couldn't resist. It was too tempting. So in 1991, we reopened the pharmacy, and many of the longtime residents of Dover still remember vivid memories of coming here and having treats at the soda fountain, and remember the smell of the old pharmacy and the chemicals and the stationery and perfume. So for a lot of people, it's a trip back in time.
And it's wonderful. Like you said, the renaissance of the building is just fantastic. Let's talk a little about summer. And you know, Mike, I'm an active guy. I get out on the water a lot, kayaking. I really enjoy that. Any recommendations? I mean, I try and put the sunscreen on, but the reflection of the water, what can I do to help myself?
Okay, well, first of all, for somebody like yourself, Dave, when you're active, you want to have a water-resistant sunscreen. So that's really important. Check your labels, and also look for the crest for either the Canadian Cancer Society or the Canadian Dermatological Society. The SPF rating on sunscreens is a voluntary process, and so many companies exaggerate the SPF value of their products. So it's important to look for one that's been independently tested and shown to be effective, especially when you're using it in a sporting activity where you might be perspiring in the water. You want one with a good water-resistant base.
One other question I have real quick. I do a lot of trail running, a lot of black flies, mosquitoes, ticks. What can I protect myself? What would you recommend?
Well, the first principle is to make sure that you're using an effective insect repellent, one that contains DEET, at least 10 to 15%. If you're really in a very densely wooded area, you may even want to use one of the more concentrated ones, like the Deep Woods Off type products. The critical thing is, when you're applying an insect repellent, is to apply it to your pulse points. Just like women traditionally applied perfume to areas where blood vessels were close to the surface, those are the warmest spots in your skin, and insects are drawn to warmth. They home in on infrared signals, and so if you apply the insect repellents to the warmest spots, wrists, elbows, behind your ears, behind your knees and ankles, that gives you the maximum benefit of that insect repellent.
So yeah, thanks for that advice, Mike. You know, that's really important stuff to know. And if they want to get in touch with you, they come to the store here on Main Street, Dover Apothecary. But what other phone number, website, what do you guys got?
Sure. We're available Monday through Saturday. Our phone number is 519-583-3784. And you can reach us on the web at www.doverapothecary.ca.
Wonderful. And thanks for your time today, Mike.
You're welcome. Thank you.